Hello girls. In today's video we shall study about the other powers of the parliament. First, the parliament may alter or change the name or boundary of the state if needed. It can also form a new state by merging or combining the territories of existing two states or by separating a part of a territory from a state. For example, in November 2000, we had three new states which were created, namely Chhattisgarh from Eastern MP, that is Madhya Pradesh. Then we had Uttaranchal from UP, and later on it was renamed as Uttarakhand in 2007, and Jharkhand from Bihar. So the parliament has got authority or power that it can merge or combine two states and make them into one, or it can separate a part of a territory from a state. Second, it here refers to parliament. Parliament makes laws regarding the composition, jurisdiction and powers of the Supreme Court. Third, the parliament may establish a common high court for two or more states, as in case of Punjab and Haryana. So these two Indian states, they have got a common high court, that is in Chandigarh. Now next we have exclusive powers of the Rajya Sabha. Exclusive means it is only meant for the Rajya Sabha. The Rajya Sabha has some exclusive powers. Though the parliament cannot in normal times make laws on a state subject, the constitution states that under Article 249, the Rajya Sabha may, by a resolution adopted by two-third majority, empower the parliament should make laws with respect to a matter in the state list. You can underline all these lines. And as we had studied earlier, that when the Rajya Sabha passes a resolution by a two-thirds majority that a subject in the state list has assumed national importance, then in such case the parliament has got the authority to legislate state laws. So this is the exclusive power, one of the exclusive powers that is enjoyed by Rajya Sabha. So the Lok Sabha has no authority to assert itself in such matters. Next point, we have the other special power enjoyed by Rajya Sabha is that it may declare that the creation of new all India services be made in the national interest. Thereupon, Parliament may create new services. Third point, if the Lok Sabha is dissolved before or after the declaration of a national emergency, the Rajya Sabha becomes the sole de facto and de jure parliament, which means the Rajya Sabha takes over the functions of the parliament. It cannot be dissolved. So unlike Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha is a permanent house and it cannot be dissolved. This is a limitation on the Lok Sabha. And these two words, that is de jure and de facto, okay, these are Latin words. Next we have exclusive powers of the Lok Sabha. So just like Rajya Sabha enjoys few exclusive power. In the same manner, Lok Sabha also has got few exclusive powers. So the first one, okay, the Lok Sabha has special powers which makes it more powerful than the Rajya Sabha. These special powers are, first one, motions of no confidence against the government can only be introduced and passed in the Lok Sabha. Underline the three lines. So motions of no confidence against the government, against the ruling government, can only be introduced and passed. Not only introduced but also passed in the Lok Sabha. And if passed by a majority vote, the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers resign collectively. The Rajya Sabha has no power over such a motion and hence no real power over the executive. Now second exclusive power of Lok Sabha is money bills can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha. Please underline this. Money bills can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha and upon being passed are sent to the Rajya Sabha where it can be deliberated or it can be discussed on for up to 14 days. Now the last exclusive power of Rajya Sabha is in case of a deadlock or tie between the two houses over a non-financial is the ordinary bill, the will of the Lok Sabha normally prevails. And what is the reason for this? Because its strength is more than double that of Rajya Sabha. I'll read the third point again, girls. In case of a in case there is tie between the two houses, that is Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha, over a non-financial is the ordinary bill, the will or the decision of the Lok Sabha normally prevails, as it is more powerful, as its strength is more than double that of the Rajya Sabha. So kindly go through the points again. Tomorrow we shall continue with the relationship between the two houses of the parliament. Good day.